EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Gibbs. And his he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Gibbs again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 70 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 3. A quick throw there out to Williams. So nothing doing there. And we've got a 3rd down and 3. You look at this Eagle defense. And that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Goff on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Eagles at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Elliott good on the extra point. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here, down to about the 45.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at 7. Another run for Gibbs here. They find some open field here. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
At the 13-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. The give, right side for Gibbs. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Gibbs straight ahead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try the air now with Goff. That's caught at the 3. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
But first down, Hurts finding Gray on the out route. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On first down, it's gone. That is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go.
No contact.
On second down, this is Harris. There he goes, right side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one into the hands of Harris on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
So where did that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now Goff on first down. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. First down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. To throw is gone. And he's got it. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike. But that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Throws Watkins. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. Taken down at the 30.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. Oh, it bowls over. Touchdown! Danny Gray, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 87 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 7. An option handoff given to Harris. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And they run with Harris off the option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 19-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Harris running straight ahead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a third and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
A 19-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Keely Ringo picks it off. Moving inside the 20. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
And they take a knee. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Detroit,